Guess who's back? It's your boy Art, my sidekick Blow. Welcome to another edition of Time to Tell the Truth. You do not want to miss this episode. We got an array of things coming. Y'all know what to do. Throw your cash apps up, like and share the page. You get a cash app. We're going to give a special cash app out tonight, too. So beware and be there. Okay, we got a bunch of topics going on tonight. We're going to talk about everything from Trans Visibility Day to eating fried chicken to why kids shouldn't be on social media and some more stuff. We got it going on today, Blow.
You already know it's time to tell the truth. Give us a call, 704-449-6563. Again, 704-449-6563. Share the post, tag somebody, tag everybody, tag your followers. Let's get it popping in here. It's time to tell the truth.
Absolutely. We got an array of things to do. We want you to share first, share. Get on there, send it out. What's that? How you send that out, bro? What was we talking about?
At everyone, at followers. You know what I mean? Go ahead, just put it out there. You know how to do it. Y'all been tagging everybody. You know how to work it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think it's at followers or at highlighted or at everyone.
Yeah, is it highlighted everyone?
Yeah, yep.
And you tag everybody in. Just do that on your phone.
We getting it in with you.
Yeah, we sure will. And they got everyone. Yes, sir. That's the way you do it. Highlight at everyone. Hey, what's up, Big Al? We see you out there. This is a good show today. Don't forget to call in 704-449-6563. We want to hear what you got to say. We appreciate everybody joining in today. Throw your cash apps up after you share. You will get a cash app. We got a special cash app going out today. We'll let you know a little bit more about that further on into the show. Without further ado, Blow, we getting ready to get into this thing. We got a video that we gonna show you from the beginning, just to let you know about what's going on in the market.
Yeah, so right now, the first thing we're gonna talk about, we're gonna talk about jobs. The unemployment numbers have significantly dropped.
Right.
They have, but you know, it always comes with a cost.
Yeah, for the wrong reasons. The unemployment has dropped, but guess who for? The immigrants, illegal immigrants. That's who it dropped for. It didn't drop for us. We get ready to show y'all a clip on where all these jobs, they was touting all these jobs, over 600,000 jobs created in March and all this and that. Guess who got those jobs? Yeah, we're going to let you know. It wasn't you.
Here we go.
As Americans are unhappy with the Biden agenda. Last week's Fox News poll shows 61% of voters and citizens are disappointed with Biden's handling of the economy. President Donald Trump is favored by 15 points on who would do a better job on the economy. And while the administration was celebrating what appeared to be a blockbuster jobs report on Friday, showing 303,000 jobs created in the month of March and the unemployment rate down to 3.8%, the bad news in this report is that most of the jobs over the last year have gone to illegal or foreign-born workers. Here's former Council of Economic Advisors head Kevin Hassett with me this weekend on Fox Business. Watch.
Over the last year, that table reports that there were 615,000 jobs created only. And of those 615,000, 1.3 million were people who almost surely are illegal aliens. They're aliens for sure. And in fact, people who were U.S. residents a year ago, about 650,000 of them have lost their jobs this year. And so what's going on is that there's an employment boom that's coming from these people who are streaming across the border.
Wow. Joining me right now in this Sunday Morning Futures exclusive is Ohio.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to tell you. Stop being portrayed. Stop being duped by the numbers and stuff that they put out, man. These people are really tricky, Blow. They will tell you anything to make themselves look good. Everybody knows, man, that all these people coming in, they working somewhere. They getting money. They getting free money. They taking jobs. Our job closed down. All those jobs, Biden didn't do a finger to help it. Man, that was over 30,000 people lost their jobs at one time. See, when 30,000 people lose their job, it's not just 30,000 people. Those people got families.
Yep.
Start counting women and children and all that. That's who all lost a job. They lost health insurance, everything else. Biden didn't do nothing to save those jobs. And that's a fact. So I mean, this is where we at today.
This is crazy.
Yeah, which is crazy, man. Yeah, we appreciate everybody getting the highlight. We appreciate everybody highlight.
Yep. Good
Yeah.
afternoon. Same to you.
Yes, sir. Good way. And furthermore, you know, these jobs, man, that's being created, they being created by somebody else. As a matter of fact, the guy said we lost jobs.
Yep. 650.
We lost jobs. Yeah. the people that was already here lost 600,000 jobs. There wasn't no gain. I don't know how you explain that, bro.
And then they show the numbers to make it look like they're doing something.
Yes. We can't be getting duped like that, man. We losing jobs fast right now. We showed you the clip, man. We show you the real numbers. Those numbers are fake, what they put out there. Oh, the economy is doing good. Yeah, for who?
Yeah.
That's crazy, you know? Welcome back, everyone, for another Sunday of Hot Topics. That's right. That's what we're doing today. Everybody like and share the page. Throw your cash apps up. I ain't seen you with your cash app. Hey, Florida, we see you out there, fam. Yeah, thank you for joining in today. We got a big show today. Put your cash app up and share the page, okay? And you will get a cash app. We got another clip. We got to mirror the clips today because we told you we're going to be talking about a number of topics. The first topic was that job thing, which we thought was most important because right now it's hard on everybody out here.
Yeah,
we have to admit that everybody out here right now is seeing an increase in everything they buy.
Yep, exactly. Everything is costing more. But we can be honest, we know half of everybody don't want to work.
Yeah.
Whether it's because they just lazy or you got a lot of people that I don't blame them. They just wanted to do their own thing.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong. You want to take your money and invest in a business, especially when COVID came. A lot of people felt like the best option was to create their own lane and go for it.
Yeah. Well, that was a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, but when people come on and try to make us think like, oh, well, our numbers are way better than those numbers were, but then they give us smoke and mirrors. That's not the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just inviting everybody over here. We losing jobs and they giving them the jobs.
Yeah, ain't no question. And we're going to be losing it. And it's going in a different way, a spiral. If you keep noticing, everything but wages is going up.
Everything.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Now, what we got next? Ron DeSantis, he has banned kids under 14 from social media. What do you think about that?
Do y'all think? I think it's a good thing. How do y'all feel about banning kids from social media? They just did it down in Florida. And if you're over 15, you got to have your parents to sign.
Yeah.
You permanently ban if you're under 15. You get 15, then you can get your parents to the permission, and you can get on there. You know, that is real wild, but I like the concept.
I do too. I mean, we all know what's on social media.
Yeah.
It's all not bad, but a ton of it is.
A friend of mine caught his grandson and got his phone, and he's 9 years old, and he's looking at porn.
I mean, we all know the type of stuff that trend on Facebook and stuff like that. And nowadays, that porn stuff is trending.
Yeah.
You go up and down your timeout, you got somebody got a big old smiley face over the video, telling you look in the comments, and it ain't nothing but porn going on.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's trending on social media right now.
Yeah. So I think the ban on social media for kids is good, you know, and certain things they ought to be watching, certain things they shouldn't be watching. And that's a fact. To expose them to all this, they got we're going to show you this because this is scientifically proven that this stuff messes with kids' minds.
Yeah, it does.
It messes. That's what we got going on. And y'all listen at this clip. That's what's going on.
It messes with adults' minds.
Absolutely. It keep them throwed off.
Yep. Here we go.
We have here a story about future president of the United States, Ron DeSantis.
Yeah.
Here comes Ron.
Yeah.
People have written him off this cycle, but don't sleep on Ron. He's catching up. So he's gotten back to what he does best, culture war in his own state. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signs bill that bans children under 14 from having social media accounts. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill on Monday that will prohibit children younger than 14 from joining social media in the state. Those who are 14 or 15 will need a parent's consent before they join a platform. The bill, HB3, also directs social media company to delete the existing accounts of those who are under 14. Companies that fail to do so could be sued on behalf of the child who creates an account on the platform. The minor could be awarded up to $10,000 in damages, according to the bill. Companies found to be in violation of the law would also be liable for up to $50,000 per violation, as well as attorney's fees and court costs. DeSantis previously vetoed a more restrictive version of the bill that would have banned social media accounts for kids under 16. That bill also required Florida residents to submit an ID or other identifying materials in order to join social media. HB3, which is slated to take effect in January 2025, comes as efforts to regulate social media continue to ramp up across the U.S. amid concerns from some parents that the platforms don't do enough to keep their kids safe online. In December, more than 200 organizations sent a letter urging Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer to schedule a vote on the Kids Online Safety Act, or KOSA, which seeks to create liability or a duty of care for apps and online platforms that recommend content to minors that can negatively affect their mental health. In January, lawmakers grilled CEOs from TikTok, X, and Meta about online child safety. The tech executives reaffirmed their commitment to child safety and pointed to various tools they offer as examples of how they are proactive about preventing exploitation online. Florida House Speaker Paul Renner and other advocates of the new law argue that social media use can harm children's mental health and can lead to sexual predators communicating with minors. Quote, "You will not find a line in this bill that addresses good speech or bad speech because that would violate the First Amendment," Renner said. "We've not addressed that at all. What we have addressed is the addictive features that are at the heart of why children stay on these platforms for hours and hours on end." He specifically called out NetChoice, saying, "We're going to beat them and we're never, ever going to stop."
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I believe that that's a good thing. I believe that you shouldn't be letting these kids on these platforms, and I believe they should have to have an ID if they try to make a fake page. I seen somebody up there say they can just make a fake page. Not if you're gonna have to have ID. That changes the game. Yeah. You know, you got to have an ID to get your page and other forms of ID to make sure you're you. And I think that part is a good thing because they on into that video, it talks about the science where it has affected the mental health of the kids. Not only the mental health, the physical health also is in decline because of stuff like this, because of this internet, because of the things that they see on there. Man, this thing is really that if you really take a look at it, look at the mental health of the kids these days. I ain't never seen something so soft in my life. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I ain't never seen such a bunch of soft kids. Dog, in the military, you can hold up a stress sign. Where did they get that from? You can what? You can hold up a stress sign now. And if the drill instructor get on you, you can hold up a you can hold up a stress sign, man. For them to get out. Hey, what kind of military we got going on here, man? Oh, if he start yelling at you or something like that, you hold up a stress sign. And that all this internet and social media has got these kids' mental acuity at zero. Just about every child you know has a mental problem, some type of mental problem, and they can't deal with this. They can't deal with that. You know, they can't deal with this. Oh, this is too much. What is all that about, Blo?
I don't know, man. They soften them up.
Yeah.
I mean, I made fake accounts when I was young. I think it just need to have child-proof word, constant monitor, example roadblocks. You can say certain words inappropriate, etc. message-wise, but it also is on parents to watch them. Exactly. It's definitely on the parents.
Yeah.
You know, but they do need a ban, you know,
Yeah.
a ban. When it's put in writing,
yeah,
is one thing, you know what I mean?
And that's where they need the social media's help at. If you want to monitor something on social media instead of monitoring people's speech or their political speech, you need to be monitoring what these kids has got going on. Yeah, you can ban them. It's already going to be a fine. And that law that they just described, it's a $10,000 fine. The kid get $10,000. Not only the state going to sue the social media company. So that's a good thing to put pressure on them to make them step up to the plate and not be showing them all this stuff. Do you know that China don't let nobody be, I think it's under the age of 18 or 21. They don't let them watch, but I think it's maybe an hour of social media or something like that. And they absolutely don't have the same TikTok that we got over here. That version we got is what China get to us, but they don't have that version in their own country. Now, what's wrong with that picture? Yeah. The thing is crazy, and I believe why is it the platform's job and not the parents? I think it's both of them's job. I think it's both of them's job. If you ask that question about whose job it is, and if you put it all on the parents and not on somebody else, then the parents can't handle all that responsibility because they can sneak their parents not there 24/7.
I mean, we all know that, it's like a give and take with social media. You can go on there sometimes, the stuff ain't that bad, but sometimes, you don't want your kids. I mean, that's what's wrong with them now. They grown.
Exactly. They're growing up too fast.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's happening? Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. We see you out there. We see you. We see you, Trevor. Patty.
If you're watching right now, throw your Cash App up, hit the share button, share, like the video.
Kiki. We see all y'all out there tonight. We appreciate you for joining in. We got a myriad of other things that's coming up. I mean, we ought to be joining in with that ban on social media about our kids because they can listen to anything. That's if you think that's what's the problem with these kids. We see this generation that's way behind us, Blow. What they call it, the Gen X generation. They all got some kind of mental problem.
Mm-hmm.
They all got some kind of stressed out problem. The first thing they can't handle nothing. Everything is so soft. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it when stuff just turned soft. Oh, my mental health. What is mental health? Depression? Man, how come this stuff wasn't heard of 15, 20 years ago? How come all this mental health and depression? It was there, yeah, and it's real. Don't say I didn't.
Well,
say
it is, but I'm gonna say this too. It's been incentivized.
Exactly.
If your child on something, you get more money from the state. You get more money from the government.
Exactly.
There's a lot of kids that's taking medicine that don't need the medicine.
Exactly.
All this stuff has been incentivized.
It's incentivized, and that's the problem with it. It's incentivized, and they quick to give it to the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
God knows some of them need it,
Yeah.
but a lot of them don't need it. A lot of them need discipline. And we talk about this. They don't want you to discipline them. They'll tell you something wrong with them.
Yeah.
You put them on medicine, they give you more money. Then they go out and do something crazy, and they still the ones that end up disciplining.
They gonna discipline. It was just like in the drug game. You gonna give my child 20 years, but you tell me not to spank him. You give him 20 years for a dime rock, okay, but you told me not to spank him.
Well,
I'd rather spank the kid so he wouldn't sell a dime rock for you to give him 20 years and think nothing of it. You tell me how that works.
You ain't even got to worry about a dime rock. They chopping up shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
Boy, you better not get up under one of them young people's skin. They can't take nothing.
They can't take it. Why? That comes from not early discipline.
Is that that too? And like I said, this ain't always a knock on women. You know what I mean? But a man is needed where a child can take something.
Yeah.
A lot of young men can't take nothing because ain't no men in their life.
I ain't never seen it like this. This
is
bad.
Man, look here, man. I done walked around with a black guy a couple of times, and I can take that.
Ain't no
I ain't ran to go get no gun in that. I was raised by men.
Yeah, exactly.
I was raised by men. I know how to take a lick.
Yeah.
These kids these days, man, good God, you say the wrong thing to them.
Yeah.
They're looking for a gun.
Yeah.
Let alone don't beat them up.
Yeah. Just like a 36-year-old mom just got killed the other day by her son. I mean, come on, man, because he didn't like the way she said something. Really, you in your feelings that bad? You mean you got to get in your feelings that bad?
That's what we're doing. That's
really, man. Come on, man.
No. More studies in depression. Now, apparently found more studies in depression. Well, hey, you know what? But medicine ain't the answer for everything. We're very soft.
Yeah, we too soft. I'm telling you, we too soft. We ain't putting down enough discipline. You know, you say something to them, you got the mom on the bus jumping on the bus driver, and knowing the kid is wrong.
Back in my day, back in our day, no, it didn't go like that. We was the one getting the beat.
Exactly. So we knew not to do that again. But these days it's being promoted. It's being promoted that you don't touch this child, don't do that, don't spank him. Time out didn't work.
I mean, it's not like it used to be. Man, the teacher called my mama talk about I'm on my phone in class and I don't want to put my phone down.
Oh my
We
goodness.
supposed to be testing. I'm gonna be scared to go in the house.
Exactly.
But nowadays you call, you say, hey, didn't the teacher tell you to put your phone down? Oh, well, I had to make sure they go give it back to them.
Yeah.
I paid too much money for it.
Yeah.
Oh, they better not take my son and lose his phone and lose it. Come on, man.
When they shouldn't have had the phone there in the first place.
You worried about the wrong stuff.
I tell y'all what, try to take a 14-year-old phone these days. Try to take it out of the hand. Try to take it and say it's banned. You might get shot.
You definitely gonna have a scuffle on your hand.
I'm telling you.
You definitely gonna have a scuffle on your hand.
Yeah. That's because you should have been banning all this stuff from the start with. You shouldn't have been doing it. But they want to tell you, don't let the government tell you how to raise your kids. Y'all name me one thing that the government has ever took control of that's done turned out right to start with.
Not even sensitive, just soft like Squishmallow.
Yeah, it is. It's very sad. I mean, it is. It's really sad, man, where this thing has got to. I heard these kids talking about getting it out of the mud. When did you ever learn how to get it out of the mud? When was you ever without lights in the house? When was you ever without food? When did you ever have to wear the same pair of pants for 2 days? When have you ever had to sleep in an abandoned house, a car, anything? When did you ever go without? You talking about the mud? You've never been in the mud. Come on, man. You never even had the lights out in the house, the water off, nothing like that. That's what you call mud. Most of these kids from this generation on, that X and Gen X and all that mess, they never seen it. They never seen not having anything.
They ain't never slept in a cold house.
No, ever. I'm saying, and then they crying about what they don't have. Is that something? I'm saying, man, this thing is crazy out here. Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, we was raised up in the 80s, the 70s, the 80s, and
Yeah.
the 90s.
Yeah,
Especially in the 70s when Daddy was in the house.
absolutely.
He was in there a little bit in the 80s, towards the end of the 80s, early 90s. That's when he disappeared.
Yeah.
I say the mid 80s when they started incentivizing that garbage.
Yeah.
And he was survived without technology.
No, they can't survive without technology when you was doing it the whole time. They want it too easy these days. They got it too easy these days. Make it hard. I was told one time, oh, you got to get them this. I don't have to get you nothing. To me, you're supposed to provide food, clothes, and a place to stay for your kids. Everything else is earned. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Everything else is earned. You want some Jordans? Show me what you're doing in school. You want some Jordan? Do your chores. Okay? You want some? Do that. Earn it. Show me straight A's. You can get them. That's what you call being earning it. You know, it's not
we
given.
already know that's how you get what we got today.
Exactly.
I mean, you look at Charlotte right here where we at, man. Every day on the news, somebody getting stretched.
Yeah.
A lot of them little kids, man, young people,
Sure.
man. Young people ain't even getting experienced life, man. I mean, this is what you get.
Yeah.
This is what you get in exchange for something.
Exactly.
And then you still running down there wanting somebody to give you something.
Exactly.
I mean, by this time we ain't figured out what giving somebody something to get you. We got to call it. It's time to tell the truth.
Caller, you on the air.
Art.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Art. This question is for you, Art.
All
I
right.
got a question for you.
Go ahead.
You ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay, so my question to you, Art, right? So it's a scenario that I just want your opinion on since it's time to tell the truth.
Okay.
I want you to give me your opinion on this scenario, right?
Okay.
So, say for instance, right, you call your mama or your daddy, right?
Right.
And you have an agreement with your mom or your dad, right?
Right.
And then your sibling gets in the middle of it, right?
Uh-huh.
Something that they ain't got nothing to do with.
Right.
So they pretty much, our suggestion, they tell they tell your mama or they daddy how they feel about the situation, and your sibling call you and tell you, oh, mama or daddy not gonna do this for you because of how they feel about the situation. Do you think your sibling is wrong for getting in the middle of something they don't have anything to do with if it was agreement between your mom and your dad with you?
Absolutely, they wrong. I believe they wrong. I believe they should have came to you and talked to you about it. Why go to mom and dad when you can tell me how you feel? You know what I'm saying? Then let mom and dad make a final judgment. That's the way it's supposed to be. Siblings are okay to talk to each other, but you can't be getting in the way of me and mom or me and dad. They got to make the final decision. What if the roles were reversed? Would they like it?
Exactly. So I just wanted to get your opinion on that situation, you know, and see what you thought about it. That's it. I appreciate your time to tell the truth, you know, and I put my cash up.
Okay, yeah, do that. That's a good question though. But yeah, do that. We thank you for calling in.
Thank you, Carl.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think nobody ought to be getting in the middle of mom, dad, and the kids. Just like I don't think the government ought to get in the middle in this transgender stuff and try to go around the parents, the cut a kid's weenie off or cut their breasts off, all of this mess. You know, and they've been doing this kind of stuff. Now, do y'all think that somebody ought to get in between you and your child?
It's crazy.
Yeah, there shouldn't nothing come between that.
Okay. The less daddies in the picture, the more the mothers can depend on welfare, have to follow the rules of the government.
Absolutely. If y'all start naming me one thing that the government has ever got involved with and it turned out right, exactly. I can go to Social Security. I can go to anything about raising your kids. Okay. I can go to even into the trucking industry, putting clocks in the trucks. Now you see trucks sitting everywhere, can't go nowhere. This is the government involved. Every time they get involved in something, they are no earthly good. We got maniacs making decisions that ain't never been there before. We got a transportation secretary that's never been in transportation. How did he get there? He never even drove anywhere. Don't you think it would be better suited for somebody in transportation that's been in the field for 15 years, that actually knows something about transportation and going over these roads?
Tokens.
Yes. That's all they do. Put tokens up. Throw your cash apps up. We definitely got some more videos to show y'all. What's up next on the agenda, Blow?
All right, next we got who letting Biden come over for fried chicken and burgers?
Y'all know Joe Biden went over to this kid's house, okay, and ate fried chicken. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't let the man in the front door of my house to eat no fried chicken. Now, this is time to tell the truth. If you paid me, okay, I would let him do it. So I'm gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? If you pay me enough money, I'm gonna do it. But just for a photo op to use me, absolutely not. I'm not gonna do it, period. And that's a fact. He's not gonna get in my house. Not only would he not come into my house and eat fried chicken, he wouldn't come to my church and get up in the pulpit and tell lies. I'm just saying, man, how can you let a man come into your church and get in the pulpit and tell you that you can't vote, your vote is being disenfranchised, when he can't never name one person who has ever wanted to vote that couldn't vote?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That kind of stuff. Getting up in my pulpit. No, you can't even come in the church door. I wouldn't let him in. Now, if he paid enough money, absolutely. I'm just keeping 100. Yeah, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? This is a little excerpt about Biden and coming there with the kid. And he brought over eating fried chicken and brought over some cookout and stuff like that. But he definitely wouldn't get in my front door unless he was paying some money.
Oh man, you got chicken fingers. You got the whole deal. I went the route of making sure I had the hamburger. So tell me, like you guys, what you doing these days?
Why don't you share about your passion in sports?
I'm playing AAU basketball right now.
Are you really? Are you guard?
Yes, sir.
Now, what grade are you in?
7th grade.
7th grade.
Right now, I'm just basketball, point guard on the JV team for my school.
How's about in school? How y'all doing in school? You should tell the president about the school.
Favorite thing about it is the business academy I'm in. we get to like travel. So we've been to like NC State, Lake Tech, and
You're kidding me.
we went to this small dry cleaning business, and it's cool. It's a great experience.
I'm impressed. Is that a new program at the school?
Yes, sir, it is. It just started just a couple of years ago.
You know how much this guy loves you. You just feel it, can't you?
It's a,
Your dad jumped in front of a bull for you. By the way, we dads are hard to raise. Once you're a teenager, we're hard to raise. So you gotta be patient with us, you know what I mean?
it's a,
A little patient.
Oh! Oh! Before I get into this, let me say, in the interest of full disclosure, fairness, the Biden campaign says it would target North Carolina with heavy advertising in its push to win the battleground state in the 2024 election. Biden narrowly lost North Carolina to then President Donald Trump in 2020. Biden visited Raleigh last month to speak about broadband internet and economic development. In the video, the president is seen, basically at a restaurant called Cookout, where he and Democratic Governor Roy Cooper ordered fried chicken, burgers, milkshakes, a signature of the restaurant, okay, before they were sitting, wherever the hell they were sitting. Biden then, it was at the guy's house. Biden then delivered the meals to the Fitz family, where they spoke about education over this fried chicken dinner. Biden made student loan forgiveness a key political battle in his first term as president. Eric Fitz is one of the tens of thousands of Americans who have had some student loan debt erased by Biden's actions. The video Biden posted Monday, however, focuses instead on the kids' plans, which is what you saw. Why do I have a problem with this? First of all, we all know about racial tropes, do we not? Racist tropes. You ever heard of that? Where people sit up there and try to use things to intimate something else of a racially insensitive nature. So black folks with the president and fried chicken ain't the greatest look. That's number one. Number two, President Biden, respectfully, I got to ask you this question. What the hell are you doing eating fried chicken? You're 81. What 81 you know is munching on fried chicken? You ain't been in the greatest health in a lot of people's eyes, you know. So eating some fried chicken ain't the greatest look. Thirdly, y'all knew Fox News and other networks jumped on that, right? And they talked about how he's trying to appeal with the black vote to go get fried chicken. They made the connection, right? Y'all would have a problem with Fox News and Jesse Waters bringing something like that up. I have a problem with the president. There's black kids all over the place. There's a whole bunch of black kids in Raleigh, North Carolina. That is the kind of scene, that is the kind of imagery you and your team decided to provide? Really? Really? Sitting down eating fried chicken. Come on, man. Now, on this show, I've called out Trump and various other Republicans for some of the decisions that they made and some of the things that they've done. Do you think I'm going to let President Biden off the hook? This wasn't Kamala Harris in Raleigh. This was him. This is the same dude who was a senator in the 90s pushing the crime bill. You know that crime bill that led to mass incarceration for an inordinate amount of black folks that Bill Clinton himself and others in the Democratic Party lamented? Well, who was more of a culprit in that regard than Biden? I recognize what he's done for HBCUs. I recognize what he's done for infrastructure. I recognize what he's done for forgiveness of student loans. I recognize these things. I'm not trying to expel or expunge the good that he has done. But this imagery, I want to know who the hell came up with that idea. Because you know Trump and the GOP are going to use that to their advantage, right? And they'll be right to do so. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if we're being fair, if we saw Donald Trump sitting down in a black household, eating fried chicken with a father and a son, what would we say? What would we say?
Absolutely. I want somebody to answer that question. What would we say? I want somebody to answer that question. If that was Donald Trump sitting down in a black family, look at eating that, what would
He not invited. He can watch from the fence. Watch the dessert watermelon.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. That is crazy.
That's some BS.
Yes, shaking my head. Absolutely.
Yeah, but Biden done pulled up with the cookout.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it doesn't matter
what he ate, though.
Yeah, exactly. It don't matter what he ate.
That's how it's on TV. You
Yeah,
can't make this up. No.
yeah, you can't make this kind of stuff up, man. That's what you doing. Okay, you go and get fried chicken. How come you didn't come there with a check? You done gave every illegal that came in a check, money, and everything else. You come with talking about eating some chicken and want to eat some meal. Man, come on, man. That's just crazy.
He'll bring his own barbecue to the cookout.
This is crazy. That's what we talking about here today, man. These people have really went off the rails.
Yep.
They're going to play you like that to get what they want. Really, Willie Biden, you going to do it like that? I'm like Stephen A. Really? This the best you can come up with, man? Bro, come on, man. Is this the best a man can come up with?
No, it ain't the best. What we got next is the best he can come up with. What we got next right here, we about to go ahead and get into this. This is going to be the last thing we get into today.
Yeah, and this is the big one, too. We've been saving this one for last, but especially for everybody out there that has any kind of morals, any kind of values, any kind of religious bone in their body, any kind of sentiment towards treating someone like you want to be treated, anything like that. This is what this is for. Roll the tape, Blow.
I swear, boy, if it ain't one thing, it's always
something. Yeah, that's crazy.
Here we go.
Night backlash building over President Biden's proclamation of Easter Sunday as Transgender Day of Visibility. The Empire State Building in New York City will be lit tonight in pink, white, and the light blue for the transgender flag. And Christians everywhere are outraged. Lucas Tomlinson is live at the White House with new reaction. Lucas.
Well, Alicia, Republicans are blasting President Biden over designating his proclamation, designating March 31st the Trans Day of Visibility, which this year happens to coincide with Easter. President Biden marking the solemn occasion on X, posting, quote, "Today on Transgender Day of Visibility, I have a simple message to all trans Americans. I see you. You are made in the image of God, and you're worthy of respect and dignity." Now, Biden posted the following Easter greeting earlier this morning. "Jill and I send our warmest wishes to Christians around the world celebrating the power of hope and the promise of Christ's resurrection this Easter Sunday." Now, the Trump campaign responded earlier to both of these. Sadly, these are just two more examples of the Biden administration's years-long assault on the Christian faith. We call on Joe Biden's failing campaign and White House to issue an apology to the millions of Catholics and Christians across America.
Now, do y'all think Biden owes an apology, man? Do you really think Biden owed Christians an apology for that foolishness he pulled on Easter? Now, I mean, they didn't even allow any religious themes to be on the eggs. Usually on Easter at the White House, they get the eggs, the kids paint them, they paint crosses on the eggs and all kinds of churches and stuff like that. They wasn't allowed to do none of that this year. Nothing religious. And Easter is the most religious day out of every day. If Christianity depends on Easter, because if Christ did not rise, brother, everything you do is in vain. I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you, absolutely, he needs to repent, and he is the Antichrist. Who is that? He gave an who put that up there? Who put that up there?
Joseph McQueen.
Hey, Joseph, put your cash app up. You get a special cash app for that. Absolutely, because you took the words out of my mouth. If you don't know and understand that this man is the Antichrist, I got a problem with you. You know, this man is everything anti-Christian, everything Christianity. This man who desecrates Easter like that, man, Who gonna put Transgender Day visibility on Easter Day? Man, woo. Listen, man, this man, that's an abomination for people that don't understand the seriousness of what this man just done, man, to Christianity. Yes, Christians are outraged. They should be. Every Christian in the world ought to be outraged about you doing something like that on the day that Jesus rose, that we celebrate the day that Jesus rose. Are you serious? Just to decimate a day like that, man, and desecrate that day, that particular day, that is the Antichrist. You can't make this up, bro. You can't make it up. And then what y'all do? Y'all go around and mock Trump, the only man that's speaking about God and Christianity and stuff like that. Where is your brains at? You can't see that this man is everything that Joe Biden has done has been anti-Christian. It has been anti-faith. Ain't nothing he do is of God. That's crazy.
Trump need to come on back.
Absolutely. Somebody with some sense of Christianity in their body and some sense of understanding morals and values, because this guy that's up there have none.
Man, you could have picked any day of the year to make it Trans Visibility Day.
Absolutely,
Not Easter,
man.
Not Easter.
You got all these other days and you choose Easter. Really? You can't make it up, man. You cannot make it up. That is an abomination, bro. Now, this is what Trump got to say about it.
With your support, we're going to win the Wisconsin Republican primary in a landslide. That'll be in a few hours. And November 5th, we are going to win this state. We're going to win the White House, and we are going to save our country. We're going to save our country. And what the hell was Biden thinking when he declared Easter Sunday to be Trans Visibility Day? Such total disrespect to Christians, and November 5th is going to be called something else. It's going to be called Christian Visibility Day, when Christians turn out that nobody has ever seen.
Yeah, and you know what November 5th is, right? That's the day that somebody's going to be a new president. That's going to be Christian Visibility Day. I mean, man, come on, man. To really do that on Easter Day, on Easter Sunday, man, that's totally disrespectful. Yes, he did it on purpose. Absolutely, he did it on purpose. Yeah, I'm telling you. Anti-black. Absolutely.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, all of that was on purpose, man. Putting that day right there was on purpose. That is the work of the Antichrist. That is the work of Satan himself. I'm telling you, at work. It's time that we wake up and start to smell the coffee and start to see what the hell is going on out here. Because if we don't, we're going to be in trouble. If we let these people stay in office another 4 years, just start packing your bag, and you know where all these immigrants come from? We pack your bag because you probably going that way. You going that way. I'm serious. These people are terrible. The way they bringing in people, man, the way they supplanting people, that squatters bill where people can just take over your house. Ron DeSantis also got a bill about that. You better not go down to Florida thinking you can go to somebody's house and take it over and they're gonna lock you up. That's not gonna be the case down there. And I applaud DeSantis for coming up with those laws. They need them squatter laws and everything. That's just like somebody taking your car, bro, when you ain't in it, and they say, well, shoot, you can't get this back. It's mine now. That's not the same thing. Just like a house, because you wasn't in the house, then they take it. That's crazy.
You're gonna have to be gay just to feel safe.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah.
So, that's why I be talking about Dave Chappelle. That's Dave Chappelle's whole message. Mm-hmm. They think Dave Chappelle be bashing gay people, and I know his message is whoever pushing their movement forward. If they was pushing the black people movement forward, we would be done got somewhere.
Exactly.
Because whoever in charge or whoever got ties to the government and Congress,
right,
who in that field, they own it. But whoever in control of black people coming together to be one,
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't getting nothing done.
Well, because they got other people working against it in the black community. How can 1% of the population, less than 1%, which is gay, transgender, less than 1% of the population get this much traction and this much action when you got 30% of the population? We can't get nothing.
I mean, then you give them a whole day and you make it Easter.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. They get the people like Charlemagne the God. They get the people like Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, Steve Harvey. They get all of these people, Al Sharpton. They get all these people to work against us. That's what they do. They get all of them to infiltrate the black camp, okay? And that's how they do it. They ain't infiltrating the transgender because you might have to get something cut off to infiltrate that. You know what I'm saying? Or try to get something put on, however you're going to do it. It's hard to infiltrate that. They're not infiltrating those groups. They're infiltrating the black group. That's who they infiltrate. They come in and send all these people in here to work against us. Why are we so divided? Because they put dividing factions out here. They're going to put somebody like Michelle Obama to go tell you to go vote for a senile old man that don't even know where he's at right now. That's what they're going to do. They're going to put that. That's how we get infiltrated. Now, that like you ain't got enough sense to know that this clown can't run nothing. You know? Yeah, that's exactly what they do. They use our own against us, and that's how we stay where we are. Yep. They've been doing that.
There's nobody that's black or anybody that's a Christian that should go down there and vote for Biden.
Yeah.
Just on the strip of that.
Just on that alone. And they don't need nothing else.
I'm all for loving everybody. I'm all for that. I agree with that. Whatever you choose to do, whatever you choose to be, that's on you. I have no problem with that at all.
Exactly.
But to say that transgender people was made in the image of God, you saying God was a tranny? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's what he said out his mouth.
Yeah.
He want all transgenders to understand that they were made in the image of God.
Absolutely.
God said itself is only two genders.
Yeah, exactly.
It's male and female.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. He made male and he made female. He didn't make nothing else in between. It was one and the other. And we all know he made that to populate and repopulate the earth. You can't do it without it. So what is the message that they sending?
I mean, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say that one more time. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
Yeah. Well, you definitely don't turn Easter in no transgender visibility day. I know you don't do that.
No.
At the highest place in the land, at the Capitol in Washington, D.C. Are you serious? At the highest place in the land. And yet you still have Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, Steve Harvey, Charlemagne the God, Al Sharpton, and all these clowns that's out there, okay, come and tell you to put this man back in charge. So, I mean, if he did that,
gave him the Empire State Building.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, you go to put this man in charge that's already done desecrated Easter. So what are you gonna do now? Desecrate something else? You're gonna put him back in charge to keep doing the damage that he's doing? I mean, come on, man. It's really time for us to wake up. On a serious note, man, we need to get woke up and we need to tell other people to wake up. Because if they ain't seen it by now, I got a problem with that. I'm trying to figure out where they at, who bewitched you, what happened to you, why is it like that? And I need to know about it. Because we done showed you time after time after time where this man ain't no good. Stephen A. just told you about the man made the crime bill. The man did all of this stuff, man. And the man go to your house and sit down and eat fried. On that alone, he couldn't step foot in my house. Like I said, not unless he paid me enough. Now, if he paid me enough, yeah, I'm going to let him in. I'm going to kick him out afterwards. Yeah, come on in, do your thing, man. Get on up out of here. That's the way that's going to be. Yeah, come on, do your thing. Get on up out of here. Yeah, and I'm still going to talk junk at the end of the day. That's the way I'm going to do that. That's right. Because this man could never set foot. Would y'all let this man? Look here, man. Somebody that caused more people to be locked up than slavery. And the way y'all holler about slavery and all this crap, this man caused more people to be separated from their families than slavery did.
Yeah, exactly. He the slave master himself.
Exactly. And for this man to talk about he didn't want his kids in school with yours and it was going to be a racial jungle. And for this man to say that you couldn't be rehabilitated on these facts alone, not even the fact that he done desecrated Easter with this man. You think this man can walk in my door, man? For real? And you still got people out here with blinders on? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. You still got people out here walking around with blinders on, man, after all the damage to this man. That's why the black people can't get together. Right there, you still got blinders. Who put blinders on you to this foolishness, man? No, I don't get it. I mean, I don't get it. You still got people out here running around with blinders, can't see that. All the damage and destruction that this man has caused. Between him and Kamala Harris, they have caused more hurt and more pain to black people than any other two people in the history of the United States of America. And then you got these fools telling you to go ahead and let them cause some more pain. How many black people are being impacted right now by all these illegals they just bringing in? They brought over 300,000 people, flew them in, illegals.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't vote for him, you ain't black.
Yeah. The man even told you that. That's crazy.
And Charlemagne, I said he made a post picking that the fact that he said that. I'm like, man, he said that on your platform.
Yeah, on your come to your platform and said that to your face. Now you want to make a meme or a joke about it, but he know he did wrong. In his heart, he know he's wrong. He know that. That's why he's saying something about it. You know, and he tries to go and try to downplay it. Ain't no downplaying that. He know the man told him and talked junk to him right in his face. And he still got to do that. Why? Because he got to show. And if he don't do it, they're going to pull it. That's why when they get their thumb on your head like that, you can't do nothing about it. You know, and people are always talking about, well, I wish I had this. Okay, get that. And how you get it, it's going to be a problem. We ain't got into Diddy yet and all the stuff that's going on with him. We want to say that show, but we will crack a little bit of it open right now. So you got to be careful what you do to people because it might come back on you.
You next.
Diddy was a staunch supporter, and he was right in with them same guys. He was in with Barack Obama, Oprah, and all of them. Now look what's happening to him. Yeah, these people don't care, man. They will get you. Just like you let them take my rights, they're going to be after yours next. You remember all the people that was telling me and Blow, oh, I hope you die, I hope this, that. Oh, you mad at us because we won't take the thing. And you want us to take the thing because the people told you to, and we telling you not to, you know, because we knew that it wasn't nothing but a joke like they is now. They still a joke with it. You know what I'm saying? So you get mad at us. Why are you getting mad at us for us telling you just to simply do your homework?
Yeah, he tried to backpedal.
Yeah, he tried to backpedal.
I don't trust nobody who can't ride a bike.
Yeah, y'all make sure you put your cash apps up. We're gonna send you something. Whoever that was with that special cash app, I think I know who it was. You see him, Blow?
Yeah.
Okay, he got you. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. But I mean, you're right. I don't trust nobody who can't ride a bike. I don't trust nobody who done did all of this damage to black people. How much damage y'all think is happening to black people because of all this illegal immigration right now? It's already said over what, 600,000 jobs been lost since this. Okay, if 600,000 jobs been lost since then, I got a problem with that. That's crazy, you know, and it's still going on. Now they taking somebody's jobs. Me and Blow already talked about the jobs that we don't do anymore. No roofing, no construction, none of them counted. We obsolete on that. Yours is next. Trust me, your job is next. It's coming up on the chopping block if you don't pay attention to what's going on out here. You know, I don't have to like you, but I should be able to get along with you. We used to be a force in the construction community. Absolutely, we used to be a force out there. We ran that. We ran the construction all day long. We ran the concrete. We ran the asphalt. We ran the building of the houses. We ran the roofing. We know somebody that's been in all those trades. Plumbing, all of these, framing, sheetrock, we did it all. Now you can't hardly find anybody in those fields these days. It's about a closed off field to you. Landscaping, we used to do all of that. Now look what we got. It's terrible out here. Blow is getting down all your cash apps, so you know, make sure you got them up there. When I lived in Texas, I saw a Mexican working at a Jamaican restaurant. Really? Yeah. Hey, man, you don't have to see anything in Texas. I'm telling you. that border been wide open for a serious minute. And it's so many people done come through that border down there. It's a shame, you know. And I ain't got nothing against people wanting a better life, but you just gonna have to do it the right way. Guess what? We got to do it the right way. We don't get no check. Where our check at, Blow?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we ain't getting no free stuff. Where's us getting houses that we don't have to pay interest on? Where's that at? You know, everybody knows that you got to take care of home first. Then you can take care of something else. Who out here don't take care of their own house? So when somebody say America first, they want to make it racist. And you live in America. You know how many black people I heard that, oh, America first, America, make America great again. When was it great? Well, I mean, it depends on who you ask that. It's been great for a lot of people. And I tell you what, it ain't getting great right now. To me, it's getting worse. Every day that we got these clowns running the show, it's getting worse. I don't see nothing going down. I see everything going up. It's going the other way. You know, go in there and try to buy some Kool-Aid today. All them 25-cent packets is gone.
I went in the store trying to buy ice cream cone the other day. It was $4.50.
An ice cream cone.
What on the phone what you are?
Yeah.
Lord, have mercy, boy. I started to put that shit back.
Yeah, $4.50 for an ice cream cone. When they do that? Did the cow grow up or something? Good grief.
They tripping.
Yeah, that's what they're doing out here. You know, we just bring you these shows every week, man, because we want to show you something different. We want to show you what's going on. We want you to stay up to date. All this Trans Visibility Day, man, all of this about kids being on the internet, man, all this stuff, man. We have to be up on what's going on out here. I know most people say, well, I ain't political. Art, man, why you always talking about political stuff? You need to be, because that's what affects us. They make one law, they change one law, and it affects everybody out here, and you don't even know it till it's done hit you in the head.
And it don't hit you in the head the next day.
No.
It might take 20 years.
Yes. Yeah.
Like right now, I had knocked off laying in the street the way these kids acting.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't see that to down the line.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, that's it. What you say, Little Debbie prices?
Little Debbie getting smaller, prices going up.
Absolutely. Shrinkflation is in effect. Yeah, and food do taste different. The food tastes different because they're using different stuff. Anything that they can use that's cheaper and cheaper. Do y'all know this? Do y'all know that half the stuff that goes into our food, they don't even allow them to put it in food in other countries. They don't even allow it in the food in other countries. We've been so bought out and by big pharma and big food and big FDA and all this stuff been bought off so bad, they let them do anything to us for a payday, for a paycheck. That's what I'm talking about. Morals and values is out the window. We need to strip all this trash down from the top down. Strip it down. CIA, FBI, DOJ, anything with an alphabet to it. Strip it down. Get rid of it. If you're going to have one, put somebody in charge that's got some morals and values. Give them a psych test. They need the psych test, not us. That's crazy.
Because it's addictive and makes us obese, yep.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes you obese, it makes you sick, and you go to big pharma and they get paid for giving you this medicine that don't never cure you, but it always keep you on it for a lifetime.
Yep.
You know, and that's what's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. We appreciate
you. For showing up.
Yes, sir. We appreciate all of y'all for showing up every week like this, man. We're going to get those cash apps out to you. We got a special one out there today. We're going to make sure you get that too. I appreciate your comments. Look, don't be fooled. What we got going on now is the Antichrist. Okay? It is the Antichrist. Read 2 Timothy chapter 3. You know, men to be lovers of their own self. Man, children would be breaking away from their parents, doing all kind of stuff, truth breakers, deceivers, all kind of things, man. This stuff is real. And in the Bible, it did say even the very elect would be deceived by the Antichrist. The very elect, the ones that think they know it all, they're the ones going to be tricked. And they're getting tricked right now. That's pitiful, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you appreciate you.
We appreciate you. There's one thing for certain.
There's two things for sure.
We're going to tell the truth.
Because it's time.
Hey, we thank y'all for another edition of Time to Tell the Truth. We'll see you next week.